Hey Gear Facts friends, as you know I love small things that do a lot of different things, and this is the mod station from Aroma, a word I generally associate with coffee or the men's room or something like that. But anyway, this is the mod station. It's badged with Tomsline here, and it comes in a nice professional sort of a kit, you know, good quality box, a bit of a sticker there and a few other things, as well as a manual that is actually comprehensible. Not that it's hard to operate, guys. This is a very simple system, so let's have a listen to a clean sound. Very old strings on the guitar, sorry guys. This pedal's going to be working pretty hard to get a bright sound out of this, but let's start right from the beginning, which is stereo chorus. Okay. Alright, it's a pretty subtle chorus, and I've got the controls up quite high. Okay, let's reduce that speed. It's not that it's a bad chorus, just a little bit more subtle than I thought. Let's move on to tri-chorus. Comparing to fresh signal. Okay, so it is brightening it up a lot. Okay, so the two chorus effects are nice, they're professional, they're conservative, not overly massive. You know, with some chorus pedals, if you turn your speed and your depth right up, they just glitch out and become completely insane. This one's keeping it a bit more real. Let's turn all the controls back to 12 o'clock and move on to the flanger. It's an interesting wobbly sort of a flanger there. Let's turn that level up. And let's go subtle. Yeah, it's interesting, quite nice. Another kind of flanger here. That is a more intense flanger. Obviously, you're unlikely to push it that hard in a normal band scenario. Anyway, we've got a jet flanger as well. Alright, a lot more intense. What have we got next? Univibe. Well, it says Vibe. I assume this is going to be a Univibe simulator. Okay, I'm not really hearing anything there. Oh, it's Vibrato. Univibe is the next one. Okay. Maximum depth, medium speed. Pretty soft as Univibes go. Quite subtle for a Univibe. but again, it's nice. Let's move on to phaser. Fast phaser. Nice and liquidy, that's good. Center them all again, and this time we've got tremolo. Yep, that does the job well. This one's called B tremolo. Oh, okay, it's got a much sharper edge to it. So let's turn the depth up and the speed down. Yep. And we get a nice pulse. This effect I found can work really well with distortion to give you a nice pulsing beat for the drummer to follow. Although I know you should be following the drummer, but there's nothing like an electronic beat to keep things rock steady. And at the end we've got a filter. This is a cyclic sound as well that oscillates. So it's not just like a touch filter where the intensity of your strike on the string controls the filter effect. This one just rotates and oscillates as you play. So now that we've heard all the sounds of the mod station, let's take a closer look. Okay, so obviously this is in the smallest possible chassis size, so the layout of everything is all pretty tight, a little bit fiddly to operate, but like I said, the sound quality is good. Here's a closer look at the entire list of effects. I do like the addition of a little bumper bar here too, just to keep your foot away from that dial if you're stomping a little bit carelessly. I also like the fact that the LED isn't too bright, because sometimes these are incredibly intense, and in a dimly lit situation they can be quite uncomfortable on the eyes. So everything is very nicely designed, nicely built. Like I said, it's a little bit fiddly to use, but that's just done out of necessity. If you want things compact, that's just the way it's got to be. And if you have to make changes between songs to switch, say, from phaser to chorus or whatever, it's really not that hard to just get in and do that quite quickly. Here's a quick run through the manual. Obviously it mentions nothing about battery power because really the pedal is just too small. The whole interior is completely full of electronics, and so there's no room for a 9-volt battery, so you'll need a power supply to keep this one running. And here are some specifications for those of you who are interested. There aren't quite as many of these small multi-effects pedals on the market as you might think, considering how many distortion pedals and fuzz pedals and the massive array of all different effects that we have. It's quite unusual to see this many effects in one tiny little unit. This is certainly the smallest of its kind that I've ever reviewed. And the sounds are perfectly satisfactory. Don't expect to be absolutely blown away, that's what expensive pedals are for. But this one literally only cost me about $40, and look how much it gives you for that money. So in summary, I'd say if you're not looking for drastic effects, and you just need a few basic tools to add to your pedal chain, this is an absolute bargain. It really gives you so much value for money. I'll put up links to some of the other similar multi-effects pedals that I've reviewed in the past. Here they are now. And in the meantime, I invite you to like the video or subscribe to Gear Facts, or leave a comment, because I'm always up for discussing guitar pedals or anything else that I review here on Gear Facts. I look forward to seeing you next time, guys. That's the Aroma Mod Station, labelled Tomsline.